Well, first of all, I'd like to explain to my opponent that I'm not going to argue all the Final Fantasy games that were 6 and under. I'm just going to argue the first ever Final Fantasy game. Who thinks that the first ever Final Fantasy game introduced us to the age and era of RPGs? Not only was that game great, we could level up, we could create our own items, we could explore an entire different world that wouldn't follow any correct storyline except the fact that we had to hunt down 4 stones. That's literally about it. Just showing a couple monsters, and there you go. The rest of the world is literally yours to explore. I'm not saying any of the other Final Fantasy games are bad necessarily. I'm just saying that those games can't compare and don't have the same experience as the first game does. The first game introduced people to that first experience, leaving them with their own free thought of the game as well. While this game is really good, it also teaches people what the real RPGs can really be like, what they should look for in an RPG, such as leveling up, grinding,
Done.
things to expect.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 through 13. Great games. 7 is what brought RPG to its finest. Final Fantasy 7 really had a great story to it, and so did the other games. I'm going to agree that the other 1 through 6 was awesome, but they never really brought you into the world of Final Fantasy as the visuals of the new game had. Final Fantasy 7 is what brought Final Fantasy to awesome visuals and a great story. 7 through 8 was completely different. The visuals was awesome. It just showed many great things that Final Fantasy can keep up with throughout the games. But, as he said, the first through 6...
Time. Okay, who votes Final Fantasy 1? Okay, we've got 2 votes. Who votes 7 and after? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 7 and after wins.